Hey guys, and welcome to another video that I'm going to title Brain Fart or Genius. And yeah, I'm going to go with genius, but you can have your 2 pence down in the comments down below. So basically, I've come here to the mountains of Sardinia, and I'm going to prove my point a little bit. So I'm a bit of a tinkerer. I like to play around with the bikes. I like to look for solutions to problems. And yeah, I noticed I have a little bit of a problem with my gravel bike. Let me explain. So, you can see my gravel bike over there. I'm standing in the shade because it's cooler. Basically, my gravel bike, it falls what I would call the halfway point. So it's kind of halfway between a road bike and a mountain bike. So when I go places that are a little bit sketchy and loose, by here it's not so bad, but as I start to go up the hill, it's going to get very loose. It's times like that, you want to be able to put your foot down really. It helps to reassure you, make you feel like you're not going to end up on your ass essentially. And yeah, you could obviously go with flat pedals, but I don't really like flat pedals. I really like my clipless pedals. I wouldn't want to ride without them. So I've looked for a solution that falls at the halfway point, halfway between road pedal and mountain bike pedal. So I've got these pedals from Decathlon, and yeah, they're a little bit heavier. They're almost double the weight of my previous pedals, which were SPD-SLs. I say almost double the weight. They were actually titanium pedals, but I don't care about the extra weight. I think the benefits outweigh the extra weight on these pedals. So what I've got then, you can see they've got a clipless SPD mountain bike style cleat on them, not a cleat, an attachment for fitting the cleats. And then on the other side they've got the flat pedal, so that when the path starts to get a little bit sketchy, I can use the flat side if I want, and I'll have the reassurance of being able to put my foot down. And the other benefit, I had to accept the fact that my SPD-SL cleats were really not good for hiking off-road or doing hike a bike. So I've got some new shoes to go with these. I got some gravel style shoes and the cleats tucked away underneath, and I can actually walk on the gravel without worrying about absolutely decimating the cleat underneath, which is a huge benefit. So let's get on the bike and we'll go and test these and see how it works. See if my genius idea actually works or whether it is actually a brain fart. So at this point, I think it's worth taking a moment just to talk about this stunning route that I found. It's part of 2 places that I absolutely love to cycle in Sardinia, and that is the area of Padru, where I can go up Monte Nierdu as my favourite climb, and also the area of Berkidedu, which again has another stunning climb to climb up. And yeah, I've been looking for a couple of years now for a route to join the 2 places together so that I can make it into a loop. Ideally a road bike loop, but there isn't a road. This is the only road I've managed to find, so it's a gravel bike route. But what a lovely place. Look at that bloody view. It's worth all the sweat because it's over 30 degrees here today. It's quite hot. I can see on my arm I'm just glistening. But yeah, look at that view. Absolutely lovely. So for this climb I did actually manage to stay clipped into the pedals for most of it. There were a few sketchy sections, but they weren't actually too bad. But what I did find absolutely invaluable with the flat pedals was when I stopped to take a bit of video footage and then carry on. It makes getting going again so much easier. And again, I've stopped to take in what is a lovely view looking down towards the town of Padru. So at this point in the ride, the path becomes really sketchy, caused from water erosion, if you can believe that, in Sardinia. And yeah, I'm constantly looking ahead and switching from one side of the path to the other to try and stay on the correct line. And this is essentially where the flat pedals really come into their own. You know, I don't have to worry too much about not being able to put my foot down. I can just concentrate on the path and try not to fall off my bike, which I nearly did. They did actually save me at one point because I was able to get a foot down. Okay, so I'm going to stop here next to this rather lovely view and draw a conclusion to the video, and I'm going to say it was absolutely conclusive. You know, the ability to use the flat pedals on the really rough sections was just invaluable. I've previously done this route using my SPD-SLs, and on the sketchy sections it was really quite difficult and a little bit worrying, I would say, that I wouldn't get my foot down in time if I needed to, because it's not just the loose rocks and that, it's also the sand as well. You get bogged down in the sand, it makes your bike stop and then you just fall off if you're clipped in. I've done it quite a few times in the past, but yeah, with the flat pedals pedals, no problem. I did actually manage to avoid the sand today anyway, but yeah, it's just conclusive, absolutely perfect. I'm definitely going to keep these pedals on my bike for the gravel at least. So all that's left to say then, guys, if you like this video, you'd like to see a little bit more like this, maybe you'd like to see a little bit more of me, then please like and subscribe. It really, really helps me out, guys. And I'll see you on the next video. Ciao for now. Ciao, ciao.